Coach, nice bounce back effort from Sunday night. What did you like about the way your team played tonight?
I thought I talked to him after the game on Sunday about the third period that we played against Carolina. I thought it was one of our better periods of the year, and that we didn't start fast. I thought tonight we did start fast, so we challenged him to come out and try and initiate the pace of the game. We did a really good job of that. We knew the Bruins are down. Zadorov left, so they're thin. So we want to try and create a difficult environment right from the beginning, and I thought we were able to do that for the better part of the game.
Leo, with a shorthanded goal, not too much PK time for him this year, but what did you like about him in that spot?
He's got good instincts. He's got length. He's quick. He's got good hand-eye coordination. Our penalty killing, hasn't been great this year, so trying to use this last 12 games here as an opportunity to give other people an opportunity. And Troy Terry was there tonight as well. Some of the guys that are power play guys, they can kind of see what the opposing power play is trying to accomplish, and so they can kind of look through with that lens, which will give them an advantage in terms of taking lanes away and having timing in it. I thought Troy did a good job there as well.
He's also strong, transporting the puck, going through the neutral zone, and if you do get touches shorthanded, you usually have space. Does he turn it into more of a weapon, I guess? The PK is something that you guys can get a little bit of offense out of.
Yeah, so, it's a good point. I was talking to Brent about it before the game. Cutter's actually killed before, and so is Nestorenko, and both those guys have elite speed. I think when you have speedsters on the ice, again, both of them have been power play people in college, and obviously Cutter's, in that position with the NHL. It creates a threat, and a power play's got to be careful with their passes, and then when you do get short-handed chances, it puts the power play on its heels, right? So I think that's going to be one of that decisions we make as far as rotating those guys through as well.
How big was that short? I mean, you guys were all over him in the first period, but it was still scoreless to that point.
Yeah, I was starting to get a little bit nervous because, when you have that many quality chances and you still don't have a goal, it's sometimes a bad omen in a game, but that was a big goal. Obviously, you could feel it, and then I think we got some real lucky bounces there. Jackson's goal went off the goalie's back. I don't know how that got through him, but it ended up working out, kind of balanced out in our favor. We had plenty of chances early, didn't score, and then we were able to get some lucky ones in the second.
Nestorenko with a good move on his goals, got 3 in 4 games now. What have you seen from him in this call-up in terms of things he learned in San Diego and is now applying at the big league level?
I think he's got elite speed. He's got very consistent compete level. You watch him and he's a gamer. Like that goal he scored, that's a 50-50 puck, and he strips the defender right in front of our bench, and he has the courage to take it right to the net. Hockey was there as well, but I don't know, how many guys would have made that play to strip it, number one, and then create that breakaway gap that he did with his explosive skating, and then have the courage to go to the net. He's an interesting player because he was an offensive guy at BC. Like I've said before, some of these guys, they have to kind of rebrand themselves in the NHL because some of that offense they got at the college levels, may not be there for them in the NHL level. I think Matt, again, and his staff have done a great job of trying to reinforce the messaging that we gave him at training camp.
Pasternak is such a dangerous player. What was the key to keeping him out, except for that 5-on-3 goal he scored?
Well, we clearly make it, Tim Mami does the scouting reports, and there's usually every game there's a player or two that we try and educate our team about certain tendencies they have. And, one of the things that he does, and the reason why he's such an elite offensive guy, is he'll time his routes out of the zone. He creates 2-on-1s. He sees things before they happen. Offensively, you see that he rotates away from the puck flow, so he finds those soft areas on the ice. So, our job as coaches is just to make the defenseman, who's usually managing his speed and is up in the zone time, aware of what he likes to do, his tendencies. And I think for the most part, we did a good job checking him.
Time for one more. Sam Colangelo, first game back. What did you like about his performance tonight?
I thought he was good. He's a up and down wing. He's been out a while. It's kind of had one practice and he jumps right back into it. But his core game's going to be skating and finishing checks and going to the front of the other team's net. That's what he's got to do. He's got an elite shot. When he gets those opportunities in the slot, he's got to score. He's got to shoot them, and then he's got to make that commitment to go to the front of the net and be there to, to tip pucks and shield the goalie.
Okay, thanks,
Okay.
Tom.